Have you ever looked on the web, you're just looking around, and all of a sudden you come across something that just really makes you think, what the hell am I doing? Well, that's what I've just come across here. I noticed on Twitter that Piers Morgan has made another rant at these Hurley's jugs. He just seems to be obsessed with them. And he's also put down that the bookies have cut the odds of me becoming the next Prime Minister from 500 to 1 to 20 to 1. Well, with people like Keir Starmer around and Tony Blair, who can blame them? But it began as a joke. After a series of grillings on Good Morning Britain, someone on Twitter suggested I make a good Prime Minister. Well, if you're on Twitter, you must know what you're talking about, obviously, because all the trolls on here are just amazing. The following morning, the entire front page of the Daily Star newspaper. Even more inspiring, Piers. Anyway, here's a picture that he's obviously photoshopped of himself and the now bully turned bullied Susanna Reid standing next to him. It seems like he has a dream of taking her through and lifting her over the threshold, so it seems, after kissing her on his morning show, etc. He says, here's his 20 ways I will repair the damage Boris and his band of miserably mediocre men and women have wrought in the past year with 100,000 coronavirus deaths. He's not even campaigning to be Prime Minister, and yet he's trying to scare us and be on the side of the newspapers whilst again attacking the Prime Minister. This is treason. Day one, I'd fire 2/3 of the current cabinet so fast they wouldn't even have time to have a leak. I'd even get replacements I would trust to do the basics, like run a bath. Does anyone seriously doubt that Mark and Rashford, my choice for education? Have you got a clue? Run a bath. I guess that's Susanna Reid out of doing that then, because by the looks on her face here, she doesn't even look like she's going to be happy if you lift her over that threshold, yet alone run your bath. Second, I would abandon cabinet collective responsibility and encourage every minister to express their own views about everything in public. Well, they already are, Piers. It's called parliamentary TV. Mind you, I suppose that's not on the children's channel, so you wouldn't know it really exists. Every time one of my ministers fails to give straight, honest answer to a straight question during a media interview, then he or she will be sent for a week-long public accountability training in a giant fridge. Or would you mean every time somebody breaks the lockdown rules, such as you, Piers, in a Tier 3 area, being told in a Tier 3 area you should not travel? Well, sorry, but travelling to the Caribbean to a nice private island does actually count as travel, and telling us we would have our blood on our hands, how two-faced is that? I would regulate Twitter to make UK users put their real name. Oh well, sod regulating Twitter to take down posts that are derogatory to you, or even get people kicked out of YouTube that finally get reinstated. This would stop 99% of all the vile, anonymous trolling that increasingly pollutes the platform. This here shows, like any bully, he does actually have, psychologically, an inferiority problem. This may be why he actually acts like this. The operation Destroy the Echo Chamber. You have to have people that are your political opposites. Well, all you try and do, Piers, here, is shout everybody else's opinion down as being wrong when you're the only one that's right. Try looking in the mirror, mate. He's going to urge the Queen to strip Meghan and Harry of their royal titles. So we're going to take a true prince, an heir to the throne's title away, and the Prime Minister's going to get involved in doing this, is he? Very good. He's going to ban vegan and vegetarian food companies, as France has done. So basically, back to the old EU days, yeah? We're not going to have any vegan sausage rolls or vegan steaks. See how Grace gets on trying to flog Kale Gruel to the gullible colour. I'm sorry, but some people are entitled to their own beliefs, and if they want to eat vegetarian or vegan, leave it to them. Trans women born. The homophobic side's coming out here, isn't it, eh? Born biological bodies. We're all beautiful, unique human beings, Piers. Don't get involved with our lives. Don't take sides on transgenderism, gay, lesbian. You're never going to win this one. There's plenty of people out there. I've got friends I've discussed this with, and I think it's absolutely appalling when somebody comes down on them like this. To tackle the UK shocking obesity crisis, now this psychologically says to me he knows he has a problem with food and he needs help. I'd order 2 hours of mandatory sport every single day. But he does add on here, school children. Now this could be one of two things this is meaning here. The first I don't want to bring up on a forum or a chat like this, but he has singled out school children, so adults such as himself would, as he says, ban. He would ban shops from selling giant chocolate bars. Well, I suppose that would stop you keep buying them. And every time we go to buy paper, we get bedazzled by plus-size slabs of Toblerone. Well, I'm sorry, but perhaps stop buying the paper, Piers. I'd scrap the video assistant referee from... Oh my God. It's talking about a sports game here. How childish. I'd announce a two-pronged climate change strategy. Oh, and he goes on, he would here heat it for 1 week to melt all ultra-woke snowflakes. Then appoint his Greta Thunberg. So Greta Thunberg again is going to be used as a political tool, as she was in the Canada elections, because she's right. Oh, right, okay. About all of it. And if this pandemic has taught us anything, it's surely that we should prepare properly to avert global planet-ravaging catastrophe before it's too late. I don't think the virus is down to global warming, but I feel sorry for you here. Here's your best mate. She looks a lot like Susanna Reid. Is she looking at you, Piers? I don't know. In my first budget. Budget. Does that mean we all get to fly to the Caribbean 5-star? I don't know. I would double the pay of every single... Yes, it does. Every single current person currently working in the NHS, from the cleaners, porters and mortuary assistants to the nurses, doctors, surgeons. Because do you know how much a doctor is on, Piers? Do you know how much a surgeon is on, Piers? The consultants, the doctors and the surgeons are taking all the nurses' money here, and the porters, yeah? Amazon and Facebook. Oh, I see you haven't put Twitter in here, have you? That's very clever. I'd ban joggers from all high streets in Britain. Is that so you don't feel so bad when you go shopping and you see someone anyway? I'd abolish participation prizes at schools. Oh, they're the enemy of competitive spirit. So you don't get a prize. Prizes are now the enemy of the competitive world. I thought when you got gold, bronze, silver, etc., that was your medals for winning the race. Anyway, I seem to have been brought up completely wrong here. I'd invest in prison libraries and encourage all inmates to read at least one inspiring biography a week. Hopefully it's not going to be Susanna Reid's. How do we expect offenders ever to rehabilitate if they never get the chance to learn about ways to fix a broken life? Perhaps when you know, you could let them know as well. I'd deport Hugh Grant to anywhere that would have the whiny, pompous, irritating, sanctimonious little bore, and put his ex-girlfriend, Liz, look at my whammers. Look, I know you've got nice whammers, mate, but I'd sooner look at hers any day, yeah? I'm not really into male boobs. I'd ban anyone from over 50 using TikTok. Bit too late. It was invented in China and it's for the Chinese so they can have a look and perv over our children. So you would suggest putting more children on them for them to do that, would you? I'd mandate vaccine passports for air travel in the UK, social mixing. Anti-vaxxers would be banned from flying and going to pubs, restaurants, shops, gyms. He would completely divide the whole of the country. Maximum security COVID infiltrated communes where they would be subject to lengthy speeches about the glory of freedom from Lawrence Fox, Katie Hopkins, Piers Morgan and Peter Hitchens. Again, division, gay, homophobic, division of people. Do you know there are people that can't take the vaccine? Pregnant women, not that you probably know any, children, so you're going to exclude children's prizes and their freedoms, and you're going to put them in a maximum security prison basically for no reason. Scotland to go independent for 2 years. Oh, he's racist here, yeah. Trust me, the Scots would come racing back. No, not if you're in charge, mate. Sorry. They'd probably run the other fucking way and drown. I would. I'd make free teeth whitening compulsory for all adults in Britain. Well, I'm not surveying to get my teeth whitened, mate. They're not perfect white like Liz Hurley's are here. Look at that. Oh, they're lovely. Glad it's not you there, Piers. Finally, let's have another look. If Piers is watching this video, I'm sure you can turn away now and maybe look in the mirror and have a wank, mate. Shall I give you a bit more time? Look in the mirror, look in the mirror. Anyway, finally, this doesn't get me elected, then nothing will. Hopefully nothing will. Hopefully we could we just highlight this bit here, please. Nothing will. I'd announce a 4-day national holiday to take place the moment the last person in Britain who needs a COVID vaccination gets one. Oh, look, he's trying to bribe us here with £100 each. The direct instruction from their new Prime Minister. Do you know what? This is a bit of a fantasy here, isn't it? To go absolutely bonkers. You can tell he's getting really excited. Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm the Prime Minister. I'll give you £100 if you elect me. Oh, you can look at my boobs. Apart from anti-vaxxers, COVID deniers, obviously. What about anti-Brexiteers? You haven't added them here, Piers. You could put the anti-Brexiteers on here and... Oh no, sorry, the Brexiteers, not the anti-Brexiteers. Perhaps we could have a third first-class group that could fly to the Caribbean with you, first class every year for Christmas, autumn, spring, on your private island. And if COVID is in tier 5, fuck that, if you're in the top group, you can be the ones that stand in the Caribbean and say to people, look, don't fucking travel. You will have blood on your hands if you travel. We're fine though. We've had a vaccine and we wore gloves. We didn't wear a mask in the car. And we're going to go quiet on Twitter for a bit anyway. Look, I'm not against anybody. This is all a joke, okay? I'm sure Piers Morgan has made this as a joke. I'm answering him with another 20 jokes here. I just don't think that at this time and moment we should be attacking the Prime Minister. He has got a bloody hard job on his hands, guys. Yeah. What we should be looking, for those of us that are looking, I myself am, is well beyond the Prime Minister. And I think we all know this, yeah. Anybody that believes that Boris Johnson has caused all this needs their fucking brains checking. It's not anything to do with that. It's nothing to do with him. He doesn't want to murder people. He's, as you'll see if you look at my other video, the Tony Blair one and so forth, Tony Blair is actually advising our Prime Minister. Right? We'll see if this does get to Mr. Morgan, and we'll see if it gets ridiculed and he gives me a little bit of fame. You never know, eh? I'm sure he'll call me a fat, arrogant, anti-vax bastard. Well, you can look through my videos and I'm not anti-vax, I'm not homophobic unlike you, so I can't be in your little gang. Call me what you like, I don't care, yeah? But I'm sure one of your little spies will forward it to you, Piers. I don't mean anything by it. I used to stand by a lot of your views actually, and the way you used to attack people. I used to actually like you until I heard about your little Antigua holiday. It's not because I'm jealous of Antigua, I don't want to go there. I've got no will to fly to a foreign country. I'm quite happy travelling around the UK. I love my country. I love my people. I want to meet more of my own people. I want to visit more places in the UK. It's not because I'm jealous. It's just because you turned into what everybody else is, mate, and that's a two-faced hypocrite. You tell us to do one thing and we will have blood on our hands if we don't, and you turn around and do completely the opposite. But there you go.